I have a vision, I have my confidence, and I believe in myself.
I don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm unbeatable. I can't be beat. This is impossible.
I became bulletproof. I became invincible.
My mind is absolutely bulletproof, solid as a rock.
I built this shit! Me! Brick by brick! I don't lose! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
My philosophy is, why be normal when you can be the best?
Best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
That's how winning is done.
You just gotta grind.
Don't quit! Don't quit!
There is no tomorrow.
Keep going! Keep going!
There is no tomorrow.
I'll never give up. Never.
Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Nothing can stop me. Not you can throw anything at me. There's nothing that can break my mindset. Nothing. I'm bulletproof.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Almost said Monday, but happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had a nice long weekend, ready to get into this week, find some trades. And yeah, not a lot of news today. We have some afternoon news. We had some pre-market news for the CAD. But we'll get into some trades here soon. We'll let the open range set. But if you're new here, say what's up. Where you tune in from? Is this your first stream? Where'd you find us? We're also going live on my YouTube channel today. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to that. Daily uploads there all the time. And any links I ever mentioned on the stream or anywhere, they're also right down below on this video, on this stream. Let's have a good week. We have whole plenty of opportunities. Hopefully we make a new all-time high this week. That'd be absolutely great. Let's take a look at the charts here because I believe this is going to be funny. So I had, this is our midnight price below us. Getting right into it. This white line below us is midnight price. Depending on how we open up in these next 3 minutes, I just tweeted about it. The stats of it, of being, depending on the size, I measured it like this. It's a 60% chance. If we keep coming down here, we're going to have to lower this stat to there, and that should become 79. So we got to keep an eye on that because I just tweeted out that it's 60, but it might change to 79. So maybe I tweeted that too prematurely. Maybe. But now what's up? What's up? We got Caesar here as always. Anthony, Kai, Jake. Good morning, everybody. How we all doing? Everyone have a good long weekend? Do anything fun? It's been cold and snowy here, so nothing to do outdoors. But hopefully you guys enjoyed some time off. Reset, plan for the future, plan for the rest of the month, and get them payouts. How we doing? Hampus, what's up? Bill, what's up? But yeah. Well, damn. My tweet is incorrect, so nobody go listen to that. But that's funny. So now we might go get midnight. Yeah, it's a strong bar right there, 927. I still like longs today, and I actually tweeted about it. I actually wouldn't mind if we had some bearish sentiment here at the open because I want to get closer to this daily view up. The daily view up, again, with our off day yesterday, you can see it's tied to Monday morning because yesterday was like a half a session, so it just always does that with the VWAP. We're going to base it off of that. What would it look like if we anchored it to actually today? Actually slicing through that. Should I actually put it on today? It's a good question, Evan. It's a really good question. You could leave both on there. Leave this one dark blue. Well, damn. Well, damn. Now what we got to do. Open my Twitter. Say, never mind. We moved lower before the open. Now what is it? We're going to go get it like at the open. We're right there at the open. This tweet, I could just delete the tweet. We could do that. We're actually going to open below it. Holy shit. What do we do? Somebody help me out. Delete the tweet, keep the tweet, and edit it. That's a bar right there. Happy Tuesday, pre-market. Well, all right. We're opening right on the midnight. Okay, cool. Dave says hot and sunny there. Yeah, I bet. A little jealous. It's all right. What's up, Thomas? Nicholas? Jomo, good morning. Whatever. But this is interesting. NQ pulling back as well. Yep. NQ just the same. Kind of like equal highs, Zach might say there, huh? Couldn't make a new high day there on NQ, but he, yes, slightly did. We're literally going to open up right on this midnight. What a joke. Out the window. Dang. Well, It is what it is. Let's just do this. Probably easier. Update. Evan tweeted too soon. Nobody said anything, right? They don't know. They don't know. They don't have to know. But all right, so we actually opening below the midnight. Goddamn. Like to find some longs today. We'll open up on the right side. The 15-minute on our left. Now let's go over the 1 minute here. Let the opening range set because regardless of what day it is, the big move we just had, let the opening range set. See what buyers or sellers want to do here to start the week because yesterday was shortened hours. I know a few people traded it, but I was off. Did not even look. So see what it wants to do. Are we going to have a bearish Tuesday, first day of the week? We shall see. Now cutting below some VWAP, picking up some volatility. We could also let me pull up financial juice, see if anything's on there. Canadian CPI, that's old news. Nothing. But all right. Definitely want to go over Friday's trades. I had some trades on Fridays that it was a battle. I have the YouTube video on that coming up maybe today or tomorrow, but it was a battle. I think I had like 7 trades. I think it was like 5 or 6 though. But I battled my way back to break even. So definitely some good lessons in that. We'll go over that as well. But definitely want to see if this selling pressure can sustain here in the first few seconds and minutes of the open. That's a nice bar. We just wiped out the entire pre-market in those last 15 minutes. It's only 12 points, but that's how far we moved all pre-market. So that's some juice right there. And now she's going. Are we going to make a new low a day here? Didn't get midnight, though. Did not get midnight there. Open below it just slightly. Damn. It's 0 here with wind chill of -15. Dang. I'm even not that cold here. That is cold. How's NQ in the stock? Nvidia's up 2.8%. So the 1 minute here. Apple's moving lower here. Nvidia's moving higher. It's up 2.7 with the gap up and continuing up here at the open. The VIX is up 2.8%. That means the indices down, but Microsoft's up. What are we sliding for? Or are we sliding? Maybe Meta. It's Tuesday. First trade of the week. We had our coaches corner this morning with the BSC members of just talking about our wins of the week from last week. We usually have it on Mondays, but my win of the week last week was probably just battling my way back. I had not an all green week. I ended the week green, but I had a losing day on Monday slightly. But I think only one of the days or 2 of the days was clean. Like great execution, great trades. The rest were like, what are you doing? Get that shit back. I had to like battle my way back to break even, fall back on my rules of okay, settle on down, get back into the market, make your money back. So it was a battle. We'll definitely go over those markups because I think there's some lessons in it of what the hell was I doing? Maybe we'll get midnight here. A little pin down, test the low a day, get back above this daily view up. So again, for anyone that just tuned in late, since yesterday was like a slightly shortened day, our daily view up, our changeover view up is from Monday morning. So that's what this black one is. I went ahead and just anchored it myself to the changeover of actually Monday into Tuesday. So that's what this darker blue one is. So I guess we're below that daily, but we're still holding up from yesterday's. I think I like the blue one better because that's what it normally would be from the changeover. So yeah, I think I'm going to follow the blue one and we're actually below that. But doesn't mean we can't get back above it. Oof, Detroit. Yeah. 9 seats left available for the Tampa event, Austin says. So he put the code in the link in the chat there. 9 seats. Damn. Those are going to go quick. I mean, there's still 3 months. 3 months until the event. 9 seats left. So definitely scoop them up if you want them. 2 days in Tampa. You can stay for the weekend if you want. It's a Thursday, Friday. A couple people are staying on Saturday and Sunday just to enjoy Florida. So definitely don't wait too much longer if you've been thinking about it. Reach out to Austin, ask some questions if you have any more. Reach out to me if you have any more questions to maybe help get you over the fence. But link in that is in the chat. Video sold stake in Sound AI and now holds no shares in Serve Robotics. All right. I mean, it's up 3%. Looking as healthy as could be here. Looking real good. I'd like to be a buyer today. Like I said, I mean, coming into the open here, even looking at NQ last week into this week, I mean, I see some damn higher highs and higher lows. And I still see maybe a higher low forming right here. You know, if we zoom out big picture and we come back in the Thursday afternoon and we're up here, it's like, yeah, all this was doing was just building higher lows. Why did we sell it? Why did I think we were just bearish? What is this VWAP for? Get out of here. So it could be a bearish day, but I'm not going to predict that right now. Let's wait and see if we can get some sustained selling pressure. If you look at ES, you can go to the day. What the hell do I not clear my chart for? This guy's weird. Looking at ES, we're very close to all-time high. We're right there. That's why I'm saying I want to go get it this week. We've just been in this cluster of January 24th. Let's call it about a month. About a month, we've just been sitting sideways here. Finally got a nice bar on Thursday, kind of getting us out of it with some closes, but slow day yesterday, Friday, and yesterday with the bank holiday. So all-time high, I have it at 6,178. Let's call that 80. We're 40 points away. Can we get 40 points? I think so. So hopefully one day this week. This is NQ's all-time high, a little bit further, but not far. It could definitely go get that in a day as well. So all you have to do is just sustain this drop and hopefully get some nice clear skies ahead to go make some higher highs and higher lows consecutively, because we haven't been getting consecutive nothing. Just been chopping around. Bullish day here, then bearish the next, then right back bullish. So, all right, back to the open here. We got the 1 minute chart, opening range. Still not even close to being formed, but kind of dead, but more so bearish. Definitely no buyers yet. Thought golf was for fat guys and alcoholics. I mean, I think that's for just John Daly. You're describing John Daly there. There's plenty of other golfers, but yeah, you'll find them out there on the course. Austin's got a new YouTube video out today. What are you talking about today? I pull this up. One simple tip. Oh, whoa. Premiering right now. One simple tip to win more VWAP trades. I want to check that out. Austin's new YouTube video going live right now. Delta minus 1.8 thousand. Yeah. Definitely no buyers. I am not buying it right now. With the pre-market push and not a single sign of buyers stopping there, I am not buying this. NQ looks a little better in terms of like if you really wanted to sell it because you just thought this was moving lower today, then you could almost take the second break back below New York, give it a stop at the, as of now, it's the open range high. That could change because it's only 7 minutes in. Again, you're right back mid-range, but you could sell that if you really wanted to, but I am not. Mid-range, 15-minute pin is not the beautiful. So let's wait. It's Tuesday. Let's take a look at my trades real quick from Friday. Nice green week. Thankfully, able to battle back to make it green. 1.6 last week. Small red on Monday. Even last week, was this the one that broke the streak? Or did I break it in? I broke it in January. So even this day, small though. Only 400. We cannot lose 1,000 a day if I don't have a single day of making 1,000. Simple math. You cannot do that. So control the downside. If I could paint more green days than red, then my only job becomes limiting the size of those red days. If I have confidence that I could put up more green than red, which I do, okay, well then, anytime it's potentially red, don't make it 1,000, 2,000, because then you're going to waste all next week trying to just make it back, rather than I made that red day back the very next day. So let's go to yesterday or Friday. Friday's trades. First one, Austin stream, break even. Goddamn. Nice clean structure, beautiful trade. I love the trade. I even like my price. Could have been in maybe there, but I like the bounce off New York. Second, this is their first break of open range high. Kind of going for like the second one. I like that. Definitely bullish on the 15-minute, here on the 1 minute. It's a beautiful trade. I'm not saying it was a bad trade. I just didn't make any effing money out of it. Got stop break even right there. And you could say, Evan, you're so close to 1R. What are you doing? And I agree. It's a nice run up. If you look at it from here to the top, it's all bullish bars. I can't argue that. Definitely, that's the run up. It doesn't run up straight forever. So definitely the argument to be made there. Once this closed back below, now we're saying this is probably like 0.8R, right? So I'm not quite at 1. but like this doesn't look bearish. So just give me one more bar. You know, it's not like asking too much. I was like, just give me one more bar. We'll probably get it here. Just go get it. It did not. So it did not care what I wanted. So tough break even there. So now instead of being up $500, I got to get back into the market to try to make back that break even. So this is like the time it's pulling back on NQ and stops me at break even. Damn, I just got stopped break even. Well, it still looks fine. Let me get back in on the bounce play. Now we're on ES though, but this is now our third higher low. Let's go make that loss. Let's go make that break even back. I take a loser. So we went up $400 floating to down $400. Realized it's an $800 swing in P&L in 20 minutes. Just can't have that. Cannot have that. So it's interesting. I talked about the snowball effect. If you read my DRC, if you're in the Black Shirt Club, I talked about it. Of what are the odds? I take this trade, I bag it for 1R. I'm fucking off for the day. What are the odds of that? Probably pretty good. Or that I'm just more patient. I'll take a break, whatever. But since I didn't, now I'm more inclined to want to take this. And so now I take this loss. You know, where if I had just managed that first one correctly, one and done, I'd be up 500. But instead, the way you manage that first trade is now bleeding into the way you're not managing the second one, but just the other actions you're taking the rest of the day. So it leads me to more likely to take this one, take the loss, and now I'm actually down when I could be up or break even. So funny how that changes so fast because it's like, well, I was just up 400 in my mind and now I'm red. What the hell just happened? So it's tough. Then we get new low a day. I like the shorts. This is a all right trade. I don't love how tight and quick this pullback is. You know, I like those more sustained ones, but it's a solid trade. I gave the stop all the way up at open range high, plenty of room. I pulled it here. What are we doing? I pulled it right on the New York VWAP. Makes 0 sense at all. I think it was because I'm already down. I'm now going down even more. Cut the bleeding. But I'm not trading the chart. I'm trading my P&L of cut the bleeding. But it's not telling me to get out. I just don't want to lose more. And I'm frustrated probably because that break even turned into a loss. So now I'm just pissed. So it's snowballing as we're looking at this more and more, right? Simply all that happened was I just took a winning trade in the morning. I didn't realize gains. And now we're in 2 losses. What just happened? So that's the snowball effect for you. Thankfully, I got right back in because I'm like, what are you doing? This trade's fine. Get back in, same stop, and it rips lower. So thankfully, I made that back, but I should have just been a winner, never lost. So I don't know why I pulled it right at New York. I think it was a strong bar. I didn't even think about where we are in New York. I was just like, well, now we're down 800. Jesus Christ, get me out of this shit. So that's how I did that. But thankfully, I'm a savage, and I scalped it back because if you look at now the left side, the 15 minutes, super choppy. I felt like the range was set. Do I have a markup of it? I don't think so. This is NQ. NQ was super bullish on Friday, way more bullish than ES, actually making higher highs. So I thought that could definitely want to keep on drifting higher, but I don't think ES wants to make a new high because of the initial balance stat, right? So I was like, they're probably just gonna be stuck because ES probably doesn't want to go higher, but NQ probably doesn't want to go lower because they both broke opposite ends of the initial balance. Everyone makes sense of that. So that's kind of just like they're just gonna probably chop. The range is probably set. Like I don't know if we're gonna have trending new lows of day being made on ES if NQ is trending making new highs of day. I just didn't see that happening. So I figured the range was set on a Friday, choppy. So I scalped it off the bottom when a lot of people are probably gonna look on this left side and say they're gonna get another lower low made. Or I also thought this was just too low to want to sell it. So I was like, we'll just trade the lower high being made. Scalped it. I knew a bunch of people would also probably jump in on this sell saying sellers are in. Still not recognizing maybe the range on the 15 minutes. So once that failed, scalped it up against them, made it all back. So recovered, but that snowball effect is real. And it's also funny because it's a waste of time almost. Of now it's 1:30. I just got my way back to break even. At this first trade at 10:20 in the morning, I could have been up 500, but instead I stick around all day to walk away with nothing. That's fucking hilarious if you think about it. I thought so. I was like, all that just to do you're flat. Where I could have been up 500, done at 10:20. See you later. So that's why less trades, normally more money. Because I took a lot of trades and I made back my money, so that's good. Small green is better than small red or big red, but it's an interesting day, I thought. Back to the charts. And if anyone's got any questions on that, put them in the chat. pretty sideways there until we just got a nice bar there at the close of the open range. Now we're here in 10 seconds. So it looks like it's ranging, but that's a solid 15-minute candle, no doubt. So definitely no buyers in that one. It's on NQ. My bad. Here's a yes. Definitely no buyers either. So a little bearish open. New low a day being made. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. All right. Just FYI, you can use Tradeify backend and journal, Tradeify journal, and see exactly how much you need these accounts for payouts. Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. I don't know if I knew that. Alex, what's up? From the frozen tundra. Rebecca, what's up? Snowball effect is real, yeah. You just saw it right then and there. You see it's real. you saw it firsthand. Posing on New York VWAP amateur BS. Yeah. Well, like I said, it definitely is rare to see me do that, but I don't even think I took that into consideration. I didn't even be like, oh, but you're underneath New York, Evan. Hold it. It was literally just like, you were down 5, you're down 8, fucking get out of here. That's it. It wasn't even like, but this could hold New York. I wasn't even thinking like that. I'm on calls. I'm on a call with Troy. I'm distracted. I'm pissed. I got to break even. It's snowball. It's snowball. So thankfully, I'm a savage and I made it all back. Snowball my way to blowing a combine last week. Yeah, snowball. It all starts with one trade. That's why it also was like sometimes when we look at trade zealous stats, for whatever reason, honestly, I'm still trying to find the reason myself. Looking at someone's trades, anytime they had a first trade of the day red, they never found another winning one after. So every 0-1 day turned into 0-2. That was like they cannot find another winning trade after. Like they can't recover it. So AKA they're probably not letting loose of that first loss that they're finding a good second trade, right? Everyone makes sense of that. So it was like same thing of like that first trade for that person specifically means a lot because it's almost determining what the rest of our day is going to look. First trade has so much importance, then we better make sure it's a good one. So I'm going to be even more patient, more picky because I know how significant this trade is. It's going to paint the picture for the rest of my day, maybe even week. So I need to be really professional and decide what I want to do with this first one because it's weighed heavily for some people, right? So if that's one of you of like that first trade can quickly snowball, then make sure that first one is worth it. Make sure it's a smart trade, your best trade, so that way it's less likely to snowball into things that are bad. So like Tuesday morning, do I need to be just chasing into a short at the bottom and take a loss? And it's like, what the hell? That's how we're setting the tone? What are you doing? So definitely gonna be aware of that today. But definitely no buyers. So I think we're gonna be selling this shit today. All right. All right, all right, all right. Where's your VWAP anchored? So here on the 15-minute, like I said, I have it. The black one's automatically. That's the VWAP auto anchored indicator for anyone that's wondering. That just paints it automatically from the changeover, but it's doing it from Monday's changeover. So I auto anchored it myself again to today's actual changeover. That's the blue one. But we're below both. I actually also have us opening below midnight. Like very small size. Probably very likely we'll go engage that. So I think we could still go see that. Open up 0.03. I don't even. That's going to get engaged with. If that's this small size when we open below it, 93% of the time. 14 for 15. So that could still be in the cards today. We'll leave that on. Turn this off on the right side of the screen. But I'm not doing it now. Grin says, just one combine blown? Bill, that's amateur hour. I blew 3. Yeah, I mean, go hard or go home. You know, why do 1 when you can do 3? Vaughn says, short trade done for the day. Nice. What do we got? Short, defending New York, bearish pre-market, stop above daily. All right, little open scalp. Little scalpy scalp here at the open. Nice. Good to get out of that. Delta's minus 4,500. First week trading back combines in 2023. I knew there would be some bumps. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I am finding some bounce here. NQ is not. So we broke the opening range low, clearly, on both of these assets. VIX is now up 3%. That means indices down. NVIDIA pulling back underneath. Apple's finding maybe a bottom, as well as Microsoft. But Google's down, Meta's down hard. Yeah, it's a tough buyer. Tough buying market right now, I'd have to say, especially looking at NQ. So this is still the first break of open range low for me. This isn't like a first pullback, second. Could read it like that. I'd like to probably see us get closer to New York here, and I'd short it off that. I don't want to be selling it at the literal low a day right here, with a stop loss where up there 8 points or so. Scalp it for 3.5. So go run. No. No. Yeah, we got good numbers on stream today. So anyone new? I think I asked in the beginning of the chat, but not a lot of people were here yet. So now that everyone's here, who's new in the chat? Whose first day of stream is today? Or second? Or third? Who's got questions so far on anything I talked about my Friday's trade? I know it's not going to look like my normal plays, but does it at least make a little sense of why I longed it? And then as this one doesn't make sense, but you realize the play in it. And I think this one, even going back to this real quick, I kind of skimmed over it, I guess. This is a good trade. This is, again, a bounce off New York. This is solid. So I needed to be in that. I wasn't upset that, like, I took this trade off. Oh, I got break even. Now you're taking this trade. What are you doing, you idiot? It was a good trade. It was just so unfortunate that, like, damn. If I had bagged that first winner, then this one would have just been giving back those gains. So then that way, okay, you break even on the day. But I'm actually just red. So I think this trade is good, just as well as this is a good trade. I just didn't bag profits out of it. So it dipped. I recovered. I didn't really lose that much. Just the one on NQ and then that one that I pulled early. Everything else won. So it was just really just poor management. Poor. That's not how you get payouts. All right. Previous day's point of control is here at 134. So maybe we want to go get that first. What does Zach think of that? Zach like longs or shorts? Why did Aircon short that into the open? What the hell? On the 15-minute too? Okay. All right. Third day, Alex is new. Nice. Welcome on in. Taking this week to commit to learning. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, take your coat off. Get comfortable. We got streams all week. Oh, actually, I just realized today's Tuesday. I thought it was Monday. So following me, Zach's going to be coming on, and he'll be streaming continuous streams. So that's good, as well as Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we'll just do the early morning New York one. I thought it was Monday. I thought it was just me today. But yeah, Zach should be coming on today at some point. Forgot about that. That's cool. So plenty of trades on the table today. Plenty of opportunities. So now, if you've seen Futures 2.0, hopefully you have, right here on ASFX TV, this is my point of interest. Or right at the New York VWAP after a bearish open. Who wins this battle? Is it the sellers defending it and we come back lower to continue the bearish sentiment? Or do buyers take control of it and want to come back higher? Let me wait and see. This is the point of interest. I need to see who is doing what these next 1 or 2, 3 minutes. I don't hate the long. If buyers hold this control, stop loss at low a day, go get the midnight price at, what is it, like 97% of the time? Just tough. So bearish on the open. That makes sense? Show the stats. I'm gonna let this candle close. I can't buy that. I don't think so. NQ, same thing. If I load it up here, give it some time. Still underneath, it's New York. So ES could still get above, but NQ could smack it. Yeah, Apple found some lift. NVIDIA could find some lift. Microsoft looks good. It's really just Google. Meta's bleeding. Google, Meta, Amazon. What do we do? I think he traded that short into midnight, but he did it before the stat. Yeah, I mean, midnight isn't even in yet. You have no stats on it. That's what my tweet was in the morning of like, never mind. We open below midnight actually. So that's an irrelevant trade. That doesn't make sense. But this is why I'm not long. No longs yet. Wait for a candle to close, but we're still not leaving this price yet. You could even throw on a lower day VWAP if that tickles your fancy. See if sellers can take that. Let me clear this so no one's confused and no one jumping in. What I don't even is it bad to say I don't even know what my bias is today? Do I want to buy it or do I want to be a seller? Made a new low a day there, but we took out of yesterday's high. I still see higher lows. I think we could build the higher low here on the bigger picture. We want to go get midnight. Am I tripping? I don't think so. I put that stop also like the low 6.25. Go get 6 to midnight price. Buyers can take it. I'll take a swing. If buyers can take it. I'm gonna left for candles to close. We're still underneath it. No, sir. Nothing yet. Ba-ba-bum. Andrew, first day here. What's up? He's saying what's up to Austin, not even me. Never mind. It's cool. See, look, this is my fear is that ES might even break above, but once NQ gets here, it rejects it and it smacks my ES right back down with it. I don't know if I could buy this. But there's such strong stats on the midnight. What's the double break stat today? Anyone know? No? Take a swing at it. Just gonna go play midnight, stop loss at low a day. Try to go get the midnight price, or even just to the top of the open range high. I can't fight at 97%. I do still like the longs on the 15-minute. So I want to be in around this price. I'll either be wrong really quickly or we'll go get that stat. Small size, only 10 micros. So hopefully buyers can maintain control here because we'll know pretty quickly if this is going to be a good trade or not. Rebecca says 62%. What did I ask? What is that to? Sorry. What is that for, Rebecca? 62% what? Luigi said, damn, so rare to see you take that trade on stream. It's a new age, Luigi. It's a new age. You know, you leave me alone here, you give me no one else to stream with, I'm going to do some shit. You know, once Austin's here, I'm like, yeah, you do that. That's you. But it is rare. But that's the point of trying to get into more of these trades that I think are valid. That's all. Oh, 62% double break. Thank you, Rebecca. I was like, what is that for? 62% what? Nice. Yes, that's not bad. So now NQ, you could even watch it. NQ is right at it, New York. My trade's going to be beat if NQ cannot get above it. So we're banking on it to have a hit spot. Its buyers step in. Buyers can't step in on NQ. Drags back down. Yes, probably gonna get dragged back down. That candle can close like this. Ooh, baby. Put a Zin in, yeah. That's what I need to take these type of trades. I think I got it right. What do I got here? My bag of tricks. We got these bad boys. 15%. Austin would go to the moon, throw up, cry in a corner, not know what to do with himself. You wouldn't know. Yeah, come on. Come on, NQ. Oliver got in long as well. Nice. That's funny that Luigi noticed that. So that's a rare one for you to take, Evan. That's funny. Indeed, it is. 62% of the time, it works every time. That's true. Yeah, see, now I kind of want to sell it. That's what I get, Luigi. You know, that's what I get. Yeah, this is cooked. This is just fried. Leave it, stop it low a day and let it do its thing. Screen's being laggy. You guys seen the lag or no? It looks good there. Expo says 100% chance. Yeah, get them working on that report. Yeah, on that short clip. I mean, yeah, the New York VWAP bounce plays. You saw those, John. Those are clean. You cannot deny those were clean ones. I think that was Thursday. It was sometime last week. Those two beautiful bounce plays off the New York VWAP. Beautiful. So now there's a close below low at VWAP. Sellers are in. So this might want to go make that new low. So I faded my own strategy. I'm saying this is the place of interest. I want to see what buyers or sellers do. And I would normally take this, not the first break outside open range low. See sellers reject it. Take the second break outside open range low. So shame on me. Put my stops down here. See if I could hold the low a day. And Q does not look good for my long at all. VIX is now back up 3.5. Probably shouldn't be a buyer right now. That's all right. 50 minutes just melting still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive candles in a row. 5. Delta minus 6K. Yeah, that's another point. I think you said it was at 4. So damn, smoked on that one. We'll obviously mark that up. But the way to play, if you weren't in that one, probably to sell it on that one. The break back below lower day view up. Now stop loss at that lower high. And you'd already be at 1R literally in 2 minutes. Good lord. So hopefully no one trailed that trade with me. Right, because this one looks, I don't think it's, you could sell it there if you really like the shorts, but this is the break back below lower day view up, saying sellers just defended this. So you're going to catch that lower low. I like this trade. That is a good one. Anyone take this version of the trade, the short of a lower day view up break? Push it. Hate trading mid range. Yeah, I mean, I hate that trade. Luigi, we're gonna go back to not taking it, right? Me and you, we're gonna go back to taking these plays because this is in my own damn course of trading the lower highs, lower lows, second break of open range low. But Austin's little ass gets in my head of take more trades. You got to take that type of setup. We got to work on that. Shut up. This is what happens when you get me trading outside my wheelhouse. Take stupid shit. But it's all right. There's going to be a dog again. We're going to have to scalp it back like we did on Friday. Ain't no thing. But that's the version of this markup. That's how I'd mark it up. Stop loss at the structure. Break of second, lower day view up. Boom. Jose, enter that short, quick scalp. Beautiful. I haven't been trading the mid range as of yeah. And another thing, like I said, while I was in the trade, if you look at NQ, buyers were not in on NQ, and this is how I use both assets. I made some YouTube videos about it. Like, okay, I want to be long ES potentially. Buyers were in on his New York, but NQ it's not. So now looking at NQ, it's like, where were buyers in? They weren't. So why am I in a long yet when they're both not ready? Is how I would say it. Because if you were solely looking at NQ, you never once thought about buying it because it didn't get above New York. So definitely could have waited for NQ to take it to New York to really like the long, and then I would have avoided the long on ES because it was doing nothing but telling you to sell it here in NQ. I probably should have been short right here, but I'm a schmuck. Right? First break outside open range low. Don't take that. Buyers try to take it. They fail. Take the second push. I mean, that's literally what I ramble on about for hours in the course. So do as I say, not as I do on this specific day. Using the Lux Algo VWAP. Start of day is anchored as Sunday. Yeah. No, Andrew, yesterday was a bank holiday, so it's the same for everyone. It's a shortened hours, so it's not even real. The markets weren't even really open in the eyes of trading view, so it's still anchored to Sunday afternoon. Yeah. So that's why I have this blue one on. That's like actually anchored to today's 6 p.m. or yesterday's. But we're below both of them. They're kind of right on the same level. But anyone mark that up? That was the play. Now we'll look for the next play. Get rid of that lower day view up. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. I'll mark these all up. Just won't do it right now. Becca's in the short. Nice. It was a bad entry. That's terrible, Austin. That fades my entire existence. This is my play right here. Selling it right there. Midnight was so strong, though. That's the only reason I don't hate it. Like 97, 93, even if it was 80%. That's strong. That full stat was tasty, though. Exactly. You get it, Oliver. Yeah. Vaughn took a short, small trade. Vaughn, if I scroll up in the chat and I see your first markup, it says short trade. Let's do this. All set out of love, though. Let's go back to here. Here's the stream you're all watching. You scroll up in the chat. Short trade. Done for today. Let's go to the new chat. Where'd he go? Took this short. You just said you were done for the day. You lied to yourself. Keep your word or don't say you're done for the day. One or the other. But nice. Glad you made money. Where the hell's my mouse? Here it is. That's all. All love, phone. But don't say you're done for the day if you're not done for the day. You know? Or don't trade if you said you're done for the day. Could have waited another minute. Yep. Yep. Why is it anchored to 6 p.m. Sunday? Bank holiday yesterday. So yesterday, I didn't anchor it there. That's what automatically anchors on bank holidays when we have long weekends. But the entry is too good. So then why'd you say you were done, though? That's all. I'm not saying it's bad trade or don't take the trade. Don't say you're done for the day if you're not done for the day. Because now you technically just lied to yourself and didn't keep your word of saying, oh, I'm done for the day, but I took this trade. So don't say you're done for the day. That's all. Say, okay, bagged a nice winner. If I can get another good opportunity, I shall capitalize on it with manageable risk. That's how you say it. Zach says no trade for me yet today. Just got my live account set up, so I'm going to take the first trade on stream. Hopefully. Yeah, he'll be on in about an hour or so. I thought it was Monday in my head. I thought it was just me. But yeah, Zach will be coming on around 11, about another hour or so. So damn, I gotta stretch it out. We got another hour. Okay. All right. Another hour to find another trade. Find my way back in. Give me that shit back. I don't even know how much I lost on that. All right. I mean, I call it as it is. It stuck out in my head. It said, I'm done for the day. I'm like, you're not done for the day. So let's put on another lower day VWAP and see. We're going to punch a fat kid. If this breaks the New York VWAP and does go get midnight, that's when we flip the desk. And then we pick it back up, put the computer back on it, and we find another trade. But can I still buy it today? The midnight's there, but this 15-minute is painful. No buyers since pre-market. These pins to the downside are nice. Every end of the 15-minute candle is saying, like, yeah, couldn't hold down there. Even this one. Bastard. But the VIX is up 3.7. So when VIX is up, indices keep going down. Nvidia looks bearish. Apple looks good. Microsoft finally back above. The rest are down. We'll see. I think is Rebecca the only one in the short right now? If she's still even in it. I think she shorted around here, so don't know if she closed down here or what. But this white line on top is the midnight price that anyone confused what I was talking about. We open below it 2 points. So when you look at Edgefield, there's like a 93% chance we go to retrace to it. So played a good stat. Was not ready to be fulfilled. Do you need premium trading view to use the Lux Algo VWAP? No, you shouldn't. No. Premium really just gives you the ability to like put on more indicators. But you shouldn't need premium to get no. If anything, it'd be better that you don't need premium, because if you don't have premium and you want to like put on like 8 different VWAPs or 12 different indicators, you can't. This one's got them all bunched up into one, so you're really only using one indicator. If Alex said he shorted NQ a few bars ago. What does that mean? A few bars ago. Like here? Okay. Rebecca got out. Initial balance is going to be set in 20 minutes. So that's going to cook the midnight price if we break the bottom of the opening range, initial balance low first. Love to get it like, give me that New York again, but this time I'll know better and I'll sell it. That way I could just get a better stop. Preferably, rather than sell it down here with like I'd probably scalp it down there. But I'd want it all the way back in New York. Or like above. Because I'd want it to be able to hold that. If I took this type of play, if Evan took this type of play personally, right now, if it breaks the lower day, I'd be saying you shouldn't want to pull back anymore. So we're scalping you from here back to the lows. That's just my opinion on it. I don't need to be like, yo, let it hold New York if it wants to. It's like, no, this is a scalp play. Saying momentum is in, let's go carry it for a new low. Because this is the break. On these small pullbacks, I would say. So I don't need to be with a stop loss way up here. Because I wouldn't want to be in it if we like realistically, I guess, like here. I don't know. Oregon short W, we'll take a look at that in a second. On a low debut up on NQ as well. Trying to take it. Right on the lower day. Is that going to go woof? Is that going to take it and sink? Mm-hmm. If I did that with like a 5 points, I'd want it at New York, yes. But with this play, if I were to sell it on the lower day break, probably not. Only down 350 on the day. So we could swing again. That says NQ's point of control is 22,131. Another 50 points below. Good to know, good to know. Good to know, good to know. But nothing yet. Nothing yet. Come on back to New York. Give it to me how I like. Do you sometimes enter before candle closure? Try not to, because you'll get a lot of inducement. Thankfully, this candle did close. Like I bought it on the close. That it did in fact close with buyers above. But the worst thing to do is see that pin go above. Oh my God, buyers are in. Buy it. Close it as a pin right back below. I think you could even, to that point, I think NQ, that's what it did. Right? Let's say you bought like this candle of like, oh, buyers are in. Flip back bearish. Buyers are not, and it moves lower. So try to do the candle closure if you can. Not if you can. I know you can. But I always try to be patient for it. Naked point of control. What did I say previous days? My bad. My bad, my bad. I like the naked ones. All right. Good trade, good trade, good trade. I also forgot I'm alive on my own YouTube right now. So if you're watching on my YouTube, we're talking on ASFX TV over here. That's where you'll see all the questions that I'm answering. All right, all right, all right. Talk to me nice here. Talk to me nice. We're back at New York. If this gets midnight, oh, will you hear it? Will you hear it? Whoa, geez, Oliver. Look over in the chat. It's a slutty little point of control. Jesus. Jeez. That was the 15. 15-minute probably says to buy it. Yeah, fucking hell. Not selling that pin. I'm going to have to see it reject New York. I'm not going to predict what it does when it gets to New York. I'm going to have to see. If I was super, super bearish of like, oh, yeah, we're selling it. This is the best price to sell it at. I would sell the bounce. But I don't know if buyers do want to step in and go get that midnight this time. I'm going to wait and see if we can reject here or break here. I don't need to predict. I don't need to predict. Yeah, why is he always naked and controlling? That's true. They got some weird terminology over there, Nicholas. Turtle soup. There's some other shit. Let's just be fun with it and say if I did long it back above New York, I'd probably put a stop at this higher low here saying don't get back below low a day VWAP. That's just for anyone that's looking to playbook along. That's how I would do it. But no trades right now. See how it wants to respond around this New York again. Open range low. Initial balance is set in 15 minutes. Midnight price is still on the table. I have a buy loaded up. Let me just switch that real quick. The delta's so negative. Structure's been bearish. 15 minutes been moving down since the open. It's a tough buy. Tough buy. The only thing that was making me look for buys was the midnight price. But everything's, or not everything, but Nvidia's moving down. Microsoft looks good. Most of the stocks are underneath though, and the VIX is moving higher. So, and Zach's saying that naked point of control of like 130, 120 or something. That's a new low a day. So, ooh, that's good setup. Nice. If it breaks the low a day VWAP, I'll give it like room to hold New York. Go make a new low a day. Let's see. We gotta take that low a day. We rejected it last time, but I'm gonna load it up in case we get ready. That's a nice rejection. Nice hold of open and range low. New York VWAP right there. So, see what this next bar wants to do. I think we probably want to come lower here. Nvidia's at it. I mean, NQ's at its low a day VWAP. If that wants to take it, that'll look just as good. Not a short. I like to stop back at the open range low. Go get that naked point of control. Whatever Zach said. But I like it. Second swing of the day, different direction, but playing at least with the direction of trend, so I can't hate it. I don't like when these lines are invisible. Do you guys see that or no? I know I could turn it on, but I don't like it. So here we go. Short on the break of low a day VWAP, right in the lower highs, underneath New York VWAP 3 times now. Just shut up and ride the structure. You're wrong, but listen to the sentiment. I'm down 122 on my 150K, basically nothing. Longs ain't it. What'd you long? Austin. Okay. This is what the market would be on ES. Break a low a day. Stop loss that structure. Go get 1R. Jake short. Scott at 6134. That's a great price. So you got on the bounce. That's beautiful. Jake 136. Even better. You guys are savages. Yeah. Okay. Hampus at 134 as well. Damn. You guys like the shorts. I like it. I like it. Some set of balls. I like it. All right. I'm on NQ. I'm going to watch it over here on NQ. Bill is short. You guys all got 134. Everyone's taking the bounce plays, huh? I like it. I like the balls. Let me see what my risk is. 39. Stop. Even ideally, I'm covering that lower high up there at 51. It's a little too beefy. It's all right. But let it do its thing. Initial balance set in 10 minutes. The one fear, which hasn't always played out, is the theory that the open range or the initial balance is like faded away from when it's about to be set. But that's just an opinion. No stats on that. Ride the negative delta. You can even say point of control, the naked one. What we don't want is just to fail to hold underneath this low a day VWAP. Yes, looks good. Alex is short. Or no, that's just a markup. My bad. Take a look at that in a second, Alex. See what they want to do here. And Q pushing lower. Go make that new low. Tape showing change of momentum to the downside at New York VWAP. That's why I did not wait for low day. Yeah, nice. Micro gold really bullish right now. Yeah, look very, very bullish. Just mark up real quick. It's a nice little channel higher highs and higher lows. What time? This is on a 1 minute too. That's some clean structure for sure. Orders were pulled. That's all right. Yeah, I mean, I have to flip to this. I should have oof. Imagine I shorted it there and I shorted it here. Like that's just, ooh, that's a beautiful day. Just riding the lower highs. I automatically have probabilities on my side by doing that. That's all. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, we got 9 minutes until the initial bounce, and then Zach will probably be on about 40 minutes or so, top of the hour, like 11 o'clock, and he'll find some more trades with you if he's not already in something. He'll trade for about an hour or so till like noon Eastern. So if you're not in the trade, you're up on the day, you're down on the day, whatever it is, plenty of streams rest of the week, but even just plenty of time left today to find something, to manage something, make it back, whatever. VIX is at 3.6. Let's go pop for a new high, please. Shall we? Look at the heat map real quick. See red. I see red except for NVIDIA. Now you just wait. You know? Now the excitement's gone. Now you just wait. I wouldn't do it now yet because it's still early on in the day, but sometimes I do just watch the 2 minute. I'm like, let me see 2 minute closures. Yeah, I still want to be a seller. But today it's so obviously bullish still, or bearish, that 2 minutes not going to do nothing. But, did I miss anything? I don't think so. Again, these are my Tradeify accounts. So for anyone that's wondering what accounts I'm trading right here on TradingView, they're all Tradeify accounts. I'm on the 50Ks right now. I know Austin just mentioned his 150K. If you use code Evan Dyer, you actually get 30% off any of these accounts, Growth, Advanced, Straight. And actually all the links are down below on this stream. So definitely check them out. And another thing, which I didn't even announce yet, I am going to be doing more giveaways with Tradeify. They agreed to do 4 more. So another giveaway is on the way. They want to give away 4 accounts. They really like you guys. So we'll do that on Friday. I figure we'll do that on Friday. Give you guys some time to enter the giveaway. And then on Friday, same thing as last time, we'll do it live on my YouTube premiere of Friday's video at 11 o'clock. So I'll give you guys details on that throughout the rest of this week's streams. But definitely stay tuned for Friday. Giving away 4 accounts with Tradeify. That's a big W. So if you blow one, hopefully you can win one on Friday. But hopefully you don't blow one. And if you don't win one, you can still go buy one for 30% off with code Evan Dyer. I was like, oh, wow. 4? All right. Austin's got a tweet. Is this his trade? Yeah. Take a look at that in a second. As we pull back here. Why are you being so difficult today? Huh? Why? Why being a pain? Sometimes you're wrong. You just got to walk away. So he's got a long on at the open. Delta minus 6K. Adding one? Holy fuck. So he was long below me, but still survived. Post 3 or 4. I don't know how this man does it. This guy just gets away with things. Damn. Well managed. That's a professional trade entry and management right there. Level head, good notes, not being greedy, not being stubborn, doing what's necessary when it calls for it. Yeesh. But is the yesterday's New York there? How are you reading that? I guess today's New York? Like this one? Is it? You know? But nice. ICT, yeah, I wouldn't get that. You wouldn't get it above your head. Let's hold underneath this lower day VWAP. Get a push to the lows. Sweep the lows. Soup the turtles. Get that naked control to the point. I think that's correct, right? Yeah, previous days. New York is going to Friday. Yeah, I just have it turned off on the 1 minute. That's why I don't see it. Gotcha. Gotcha. Right. I think you're playing like a 1 minute play somewhere along here, I guess. Oh, thank you. But yeah. The good thing about this trade, if you took this like on the low a day break with the stop loss at structure or even a little bit higher, as this takes more time, your New York is falling closer to your price. That if it still wants to hold it, there's hopefully a better chance you'd survive that stop. But hopefully we don't even go up there and test it. We don't even need to find out. That's the ideal. Same thing with my idea. You know, New York is now being brought into my price, so it's less risky. Let's go get it. Stop sitting here. Down 30 points if you look at electronic trading hours. How much more do you want? What? Oh, you mean like on the what? On the 15 minute? I want that naked point of control. Fuck you mean? And this is no buyers. No buyers today. But yeah, you're saying ES has been moving low pretty strongly. How much more do you think it's got left in it? Fair. Fair. If we could break for a new low here, we'll be out of here. No mas. Yeah, I think. Let this candle close. Finally, a nice little push away from that lower debut up, saying sellers holding control, so that's good. And initial balance is going to be set in 2 minutes. Is ES moving with it? Not really. But I like it. Make back the loss on the candle close there. Now it's going to rip face. But beautiful. Just shy of 1R, but nice 2 strong candles down. Get out that bitch. Find more shorts and more longs later. But there you go. What I probably should have done the first trade is wait for buyers to take it. They did not. Probably should have sold it there. Missed it. Damn. All right. I'm not just going to sell it down here then and chase my loss back. Let it pull back. Give me my next best entry. Make it back. I mean, come on. Come on now, folks. I mean, come on. Daniel says, what counts do you trade? These are on Tradeify. All Tradeify accounts from here on forward until I tell you otherwise. All with Tradeify. So if you want a Tradeify account, code EvanDial will get you 30% off any of these accounts. These are on 50Ks straight to fundeds. So there you go. So could we have held it longer? Of course. Could we have sized up? Of course. But did we make our loss back? Yes, you can't see that, but yes, we did. So recovered it. Now we look for the next trade to maybe get green. I don't need to have an opportunity to recover a loss and say, no, give me more. And then it pulls back. I actually don't get anything out of it, and I'm still red on the day. Snowball effect. Which one's going to have a worse impact on my trading moving forward today and tomorrow? If I let that trade come back to break even and I get a goose egg, I'm still red on the day. So now I'm still going to want to trade later. Now, being flat, if I don't find something beautiful later, all right, that's fine. I'm flat. I'm break even. If I find something clean, I'll take it from a place of, yeah, you're only break even, put some risk on. Not like, oh, you're already down today. Do you want to do worse? Trade the process. I don't care how much money I make today. It's all going to stack up over a course of a month. I'm not going to make it all today. Would it be great to turn this into like a $600 winner? And I do more than just recover it. I make bank, bro. Yeah. But if I can recover and get it on the next trade, that's what I'll do. Here's my rant. Bum, bum, bum. Scott says W on the trades of funded accounts himself. Beautiful. Daniel, these are 50K accounts. You could also do the 150K. That's what Austin's doing. You got 150. 150Ks have 6,000 worth of drawdown. Big boy. Big boy. You lose 3,700 in a day. Although you should not. It's just going to screw yourself with the payouts. We can talk about that later. But 50Ks, 100Ks, 150Ks. I'd say 25Ks are probably too small. That's my opinion. But not a bad exit there, huh? Of course, I could still go lower, but not bad. Not bad, not bad. Initial balance is set. Did we just take it there? At the very next minute? Not quite. Probably will, though. How's the ES looking? Ooh, good thing I got on NQ, huh? ES would just be still teasing me. Blue balling me, just sitting there. Oh, now she goes. Nice. Well, I missed something by Manny. What'd you say? Sorry. I was talking to Austin. I'll go fuck myself. But that's interesting. ES is just sitting here at the low. Are we going to still long ES today? The more this just sits down here and go get midnight price? Actually, probably not. Just broke initial balance low. I know it was a valid trade because we have midnight, but now when I have to do this markup later and be like, what the fuck? You bought that? Because as Luigi said, I don't normally buy it that early on into the day. If it's a mid-range like that, I normally trade it back into the trend, which has been bearish so far today. So it should have been a short. So it's just interesting to see me take that long. But it's all good. Good lesson. I wanted to challenge myself to be more willing to take these mid-range this, go get midnight that, just more willing, I guess I'd say, to take different types of trades. So I challenged myself. I did it. Didn't win today. But then hopefully tomorrow when I do it again, we'll catch the W then. You could even sell ES at the same price as that lower day break and still get in before the move happens. But not that it can't work out, but these normally shouldn't take this long. Sellers are in, they should be pushing us lower. Like NQ did. New lower day. Lower highs, lower lows. Beautiful exit, Evan. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. W's in the chat. Great exit. Could I have gotten 5 more points out of it? Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck it. So this is the awkward part where and we're gonna hang around. We're gonna hang around. But Zach doesn't come on for like another 30 minutes, so we'll just shoot the shit. But no, we'll find something. But he will be on soon. How are stocks looking now since our trade? Apple's still holding up above, Microsoft's below, Nvidia's still bleeding. Oh my, what is this meta chart? What is that? Ooh, get wrecked. Amazon as well, too. Amazon and Meta just bleeding. Little baby bleeds. It's like a paper cut. Just continuous paper cut. And then Tesla's vomiting sideways. DraftKings? Oh, DraftKings had a nice Friday. Texted my brother because they had earnings on Friday. And they pumped up like 12%. So I don't love this ES one. Good thing I didn't jump in there, huh? I'd still be down. How many hours do you guys usually stream? So Daniel would be on from like the open, 9:30 to like 12:30 Eastern. Another hour and a half from now. 2 hours, hour and a half. That's all you need. We don't need to stream all day. I made my money back. Many people made their wins on the downside. They're up on the day. That's all she wrote. We're done. No need to stick around more and give it all back or whatever. So 3 hours should be plenty enough. Because especially with all the different people doing it, you're going to find a trade. Someone's going to find something. I mean, we found 2 or 3 ideas. So you found my long, it lost. my second short that you could have taken. Here's the third trade. So there's 3 trades we went over today so far. 2 of them won. 1 of them lost. And I caught 2 of them. So it is what it is. But we're literally, I'm not being funny or being salesy. This is right out of the course. If you haven't seen Futures 2.0 right here on AceFX TV, literally just scroll above next to catalog and live stream, Futures 2.0. This setup is right in it. Even this first one. Not chasing the first break outside open range low. They normally don't run very far. They went like 3 bars. Let it pull back. Make sure buyers don't take control here. That's what I was kind of hoping for in mine, that they took control. They did not. So wait and see. You see sellers reject it, saying, no, we're still here, buddy. We want to move lower. Once they do, you can either take the bounce play like plenty of people did, or you sell it once sellers step back in a second time. So you're selling it at the same price. I'm telling you not to sell it at 10 minutes prior. Like, don't chase this. It's the same price, but now it's ready to move more because the second breakout, sellers did in fact hold it. You get in on this. You missed that play? All right, that's fine. That's fine. New low a day, pull back again, sellers step back in, go continue the trend. Any questions? Literally right out of the course. And if you haven't seen it, no skin off my ass. But that's what this setup is. VWAP break, VWAP bounce. What am I doing, Hampus? What did I do? My bad. What did I do? My bad. What'd I smoke you? It's never, nothing's ever personal on here. Nothing's even ever directed at anyone, like, in particular. I just spit to, like, what I see most. It's not even like I have someone's name in mind. So if I'm talking about you, that just it's the way it goes. How the cards were dealt, but it's not actually at you. Nice little exit there. ES is not scaring me, but this might want to come back higher. Might just. Because it's not off the table that we look back on the end of the week or the day and we're just building a higher low way down here. From Friday, you would ideally say these are our perfect higher lows. We never break below that, but it could still move down here and be the higher low and still move higher. Now, does that happen? That's not my job description to know if that's going to happen. I guess I would say yes, it could definitely still happen. Let's clear this off, not to confuse anyone. Let me get rid of this and clean it up like this. We'll get rid of midnight price. We'll put that back on later. Clear the low a day. Clear it all. Turn on the initial balance. There it is. The red lines. You see the red line? Top red line? We haven't broken out of the initial balance yet. This did not break it. So we know we're going to break one side. That's statistically going to happen. Now, what side does it break? Well, a lot of people would say probably the downside, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree. It looks super close to that. It's been all sellers so far, so that definitely could still happen. But if it does break above New York and go back higher and break the initial balance high, then we definitely could see this be the higher low for the day into the rest of the session, because we then probably don't want to make a new low a day after that, right? So I can't say yet. If we break the initial balance low, we're not going to have that bullish day, more so than stats would say. So, but it's interesting because NQ, look at that exit, Evan. Fuck. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you. We did break the initial balance low here on NQ. So now same thing though. It's statistically improbable we make a new high. So that's what it's like sucks. It's like, well, fuck. That's disagreeing with ES of. I like when they both take out the same side of their initial balance, because then that was what I was saying on Friday. NQ took out its high, so it probably doesn't want to come lower. ES took out its low, so it probably doesn't want to come higher. That's fucking confusing. So that's not great. I like them to be both in alignment. So I'm not saying this has to come back higher, but if it does, it'd be interesting, because then NQ, what does that want to do? Yeah. So let's see if New York gets taken now, and now I can turn it back on. Deleted it. Midnight price is still above us at 93. Where that midnight price at? Right there. That makes sense, everybody? Especially for the new people that are in the chat. They've never heard me say initial balance or double break this. So any questions, fire them in the chat. Always. Harry's still short on the yes. Would you hold or try to get out for a small loss? I mean, at this point, leave your stop where it is at that lower high. This could hold New York here and fall back underneath. You wouldn't necessarily want to be out of your shorts yet. The one thing that's not great, it's not great that these failed to make new lows. Now you really have like a base down here, but that doesn't mean it can't come lower again. Nope. NQ, for whatever reason, did make clear and clean new lows. Great exit, Evan. Thank you. So, respect it to New York, see what it wants to do around there. I'd love to long it back up to midnight since we haven't taken out an initial balance. It's still in the cards. But again, I can't fight this structure of lower highs still, so I would not buy that. But if I can get a first break above New York, sellers try to snag it back, they fail, I'd buy the second time. They go get that midnight in line with my 15-minute trend idea. That's how I would play the longs. I'm not going to play the first candle that breaks above. At this point in the day, that's just me. Because I've been wiped by doing that. Because you're still fighting structure. Kind of like I was back here. So, learn the lesson. But you're still holding open range low in New York. So, do not do anything until that's taken out. If that's where your stop is. Where's where it should be. Carly, my initial balance is the first hour of the New York session, 9:30 Eastern to 10:30 Eastern. So I don't mark it up myself. These are the edge flow indicators, so it just puts it on for me. But it's 9:30's high to 10:30's high. So it's not like to the 10:30 candle, right? Because if we go here, the 10:30 candle is right here. That's not the lowest it's been in that first hour. This is. So that becomes the low. And today it works out that 9:30 is the high, but it's not like 9:30 and 10:30's high. Does that make sense, everybody? You take the first range of the hour, you find the highest and lowest point. So in this case, the initial balance low was set at 10:02, but the initial balance isn't set until 10:30. Make sense? Good, good, good. Stop is above previous structure. I'm thinking the equals low might be inducement for those longs. Inducement for longs. I mean, yeah, I definitely could see the longs happening today if we don't take out this initial balance low. Big sell off, we somehow find a way to get back above this daily and even go get midnight. It would just look tough the way this 15-minute is below. We even took out of yesterday's. I mean, yesterday was a holiday. Do we count that shit? I don't know. I mean, NQ is super, super bearish. So you'd want that to keep on falling. Maybe it's also overexhausted. Kind of like what Austin said of like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 15-minute candles bearish in a row. I would not be. I know you didn't sell it 5 minutes ago, but I do not sell it after 7 consecutive down bars because you know a black one's coming in of some sort. Even if it does still move lower, it's just very unlikely that it continues up. The same thing with like over here. Like I'm not chasing the 5 black bars right up. Some red ones are going to come in. I'll try to catch the next 5 black ones that come in. So maybe that's why it might just be pulling back. It doesn't mean it's setting the low for the day. It could. We shall see. Like I said, midnight's still on the table at 93%. That's strong. You could put on the lower day view up. It's still going to be back here. I'm not going to long this. But if I did, I wouldn't even give it a stop at lower day personally. I wouldn't need it to get that far down. If it quickly rejects New York, I'd be like, yeah, fuck. That's not where you don't want to be long. So I probably wouldn't even want to be long if we take out the lower day view up either. So get me out. You could say it's a cheap long, but it doesn't mean it's a high probability long. And then you're already out before that midnight price. Gorkum, what's up? Realize you were using the regular trading hours. Yes. On TradingView. Is there a specific reason for that? Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the pre-market noise. I just care about what's been happening since the open. Brian Shannon talks about the most important VWAPs to use are from the 9:30 open. I don't really care what happened in Asia or London session. I'll read it on the 15-minute. You'll see me call out these price levels and structure points of like this higher low, but I just used the New York. Simplify it. What's been happening since 9:30? Since 9:30, bears have been in control below this New York VWAP. I want to be selling it. But sometimes if you're looking at the electronic, I don't know about today. You'd be like, oh, but I can see the yeah, not today. Today looks crazy with this big move down. Or let's say this electronic does not look bullish at all. But on the regular trading hours, I could say, no, maybe we're forming a bottom, breaking above New York, go get midnight. It just condenses it and simplifies it. I don't need all that noise. That's all. Good question. With IB broken to the downside and NQ, 82% chance we single break. Yep. Would that make you think ES is less likely to break the IB high? That's a great question, Mike. Yeah, that's the tug of war. That's what I was pretty much saying on Friday to a T. I don't really know what to make of that, because if ES wants to go break its high, it could technically drag NQ higher, but not high enough to double break it. You know what I mean? They both can, because on Friday, NQ and ES broke opposite ends of the initial balance and both single broke. They didn't follow each other and one of them break both sides. So it is a good point. Well, NQ broke its initial balance low. So there's not a great chance it wants to move higher today. So with that lacking the ability or the want to go higher, ES is probably going to struggle to go higher as well. Definitely a fair point, Mike, for sure. Definitely. That's why it's like, if you can, again, I'm not in this long, remove that. If you can break the initial balance low today, then you have probably stronger confidence of like, okay, yeah, both assets took out their initial balance low. They probably both want to move lower. Let me look for shorts. No question. And then if you go to this lower high here, where your stop should be in the course, you're still in this bitch. It's building a lower high off New York VWAP. It's exactly, rewind it, clip it, do whatever the hell you want with it. It's not a great looking trade the way it playing out, but the shorts down here, as I said, the longer it takes in it, your New York VWAP is moving lower into your price. So now if it wants to retest it, you should be able to hold. It's exactly what's happened. Because now your stop loss is above New York, because it says moved lower away from that stop loss. So you're able to hold through that. So hopefully this can get a nice little pop lower for you and no one got stopped out early. Make sense? Ampus, I'm still in the short. There you go. There you go. Let's see if sellers can take this. Same stop, 5 points. Go get 5 points for a new low. Go break the initial balance low. And for anyone that wants these edgeful stats or curious about them, the link is below on the stream here, but you can also just go on any of my socials and find them. The hell did I want to look? Oh, yeah. Well, this is going to break the low day. What I wanted to show, ES, initial balance, 6 months. You can just even look at the standard. At the last 6 months, only 5 days, that's actually a lot more than I thought, have never broken the initial balance. So they stay stuck in it all day. So we know we're going to take a side. So you're basically saying, well, we haven't taken a side yet. Let's go get that one side. But there's no saying it has to be the low today. That's the one thing against it, I guess. But if you're a betting man reading structure, you'd say we probably want to take out the low first. And Q just raining down this beautiful structure. God damn. Made a video about it a month ago or so. What's the better asset to trade? Today it's NQ. Tomorrow might be ES. But today NQ is the trending structure, more sellers in it, moving lower consistently, making new lows. NQ is the asset to trade today. But I can't know that coming into the market. I don't know. Blake's still in. Nice, beautiful. Which is your favorite account? The one that I'm up most in. I don't know. What can you get more specific on that question, Daniel? My favorite account with Tradeify is the 150K straight to fund. That way you get 6,000 worth of drawdown, 3,700 of daily drawdown, which you should never even sniff and come close to touching because you shouldn't risk that much. So, but you still get lots of drawdown to survive a while. Or the 50K straight to funded. Risk 2,000, or I mean, you have 2,000 of buffer to play with. So that's what I'd say. We can talk about it real quick before Zach comes on. We talked about it a little bit because Austin's, I think the 150K, right? Yeah, had to be the 150K straight to funded account he has. He took a big loss, a max daily loss of like 3,700. Then made back like 1,500 early in the session, and he wanted to trade like for another 1,500 to make it all back. But we were saying with the 20% consistency rule, if he makes another 1,500 today to like get the day to 3,000, Now his biggest day is going to be 3,000, and now he really needs to get the account to 12,000 to fall in line with the 20% consistency. So by actually not making the 3,000 today and just calling it at like I made 1,500, I'm done. His now payout target is still 9,000, right? So by having like a big red day of max day loss, you're obviously going to want to have a big red green day to match it. But actually, by matching it, you're screwing yourself by having to push your payout down the road. Does that make sense? So basically, it's not saying. Basically, it's saying do not have a max day loss day of 3,700 because then you're going to want a big max green day of 3,700. But if you want those days, you're going to have to like wait for a payout at 12 grand. If you don't want to do that, then don't lose too much in a day. Still fall within the 20% consistency. There you go. There you go. There you go. Michael Roberts entered short on VWAP bounce and then QIB stats from Edgeful. What do you got, Mike? Better be good. Ooh, baby. Wait, this is ES. Did you say NQ? You did say NQ. Entered short on VWAP bounce and NQIB stats from Edgeful. I mean, this is on ES though, so what does that mean? So playing the bounce off New York VWAP? Okay. Not sure I follow, but I dig it. You're playing the fact that NQ broke its IB low, saying ES will probably move lower with that. Is that it? Expecting indices to move together. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean, we could look real quick. Don't want to distract anybody. If they're in this trade, let me know. But let's go to a 2-minute just so we can see more price action. Friday. Yeah, look at Friday. This is ES on Friday. Like I said, the range is probably set, and it in fact was. So it broke the initial balance low. Probably doesn't want to double break. It did in fact not double break. Only broke to the downside. Let's go to NQ on that same Friday. Broke the IB high. Probably doesn't want to double break. Came close. Did in fact not double break. So with NQ actually also painting more bullish structure, the 15-minute was so cleanly bullish. I was like, that looks like it wants to move higher. And its initial balance stat says it wants to move higher. That's gonna like keep my ES from like moving lower. So that's why at this point I did not chase that lower day break for a new low. I was like, I don't think we're gonna get a new low. I think we're gonna be stuck because this is NQ pulling ES up. But then ES pulling it right back down, saying, no, we don't want a double break. So it was very tricky. But it's an interesting day because they both broke opposite ends of initial balance and both indeed still only single broke. But then you look at the 15-minute real quick. On, what are we saying, Friday? Look at this range on Friday. No new highs being made. Wedging. You look at NQ. It's like, oh, shit. Beautiful trend. Higher highs, higher lows. So again, NQ was the asset to trade on Friday. But then different days are going to be different. So welcome to my TED Talk. What are we looking at? Where am I? Oh, here's what I was saying. Could have even taken this. So here's like the second break back above New York. I'd put a stop there. Go get yourself a midnight price. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Got these equal lows down here. Sellers couldn't take it one last time, saying we wanted to. That ain't bad. But NQ's still looking beautiful. If you could pull back and make a higher low, I'd buy it. I'd buy it to New York. I mean, midnight. Stupid question. No such thing, Daniel. Let them fire away. Rip them. That's why you're here. Stupid question, but I'm new here. Yeah. Rip the questions. If I am following your trades, I am going to secure a payout. Whoa. Can someone in the chat come to my defense on that and help with that question? I've never said that. I'd love to help that happen for you. I'd love to. And that's the goal. And that's the plan. And that's the definitely doable. But that is not just how it works, unfortunately. Take all my trades and we're all going to be printing payouts. Sorry. But I could help teach you to help you maybe get some payouts. Or you could take some of my trades, yes, and make your own money with that and definitely get some payouts. We have plenty of people here taking payouts, but I will not promise that because that's tough. That's a good question. like how you're explaining everything and learning. Yeah, so if you can learn from me, implement it yourself, take some of my trades, take some of your own. Definitely not saying you can't take payouts. You absolutely could. But it's not just like, so if we take your trades, Evan, we're all gonna be taking payouts. I wish. I wish. We all use different risks. You guys sometimes trades without me, um, after stream, as do I. So it's definitely yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this is not bad. I like what I was saying. I'm not chasing the first break. See if sellers can try one more. I'm not. I don't know. I'm kind of predicting things today, except for that first long. Clearly, I didn't predict that one losing correctly. Like I'm speaking it into existence. If you rewind it, I literally said, "Want to see if buyers can take it." Sellers try one more time and say, "No, no, no, we can't," and then buyers step right back in. Kind of just feeling it. But if only I could use that power for good and make money. If you're following, you'll learn how to trade. Yep. Teach a man how to fish. Beautiful. Yep. Yep. Individually sized. You all start trading your own accounts. There you go. So there you go. Uh, Daniel. Appreciate the question. Always feel free to ask as many questions as you want here. No bad questions. Just want to set realistic expectations from the jump. This is your first day here. And you shouldn't even want to depend on anyone to call your trades or take your trades for you, you know? What happens on the day where I decide to stop streaming and go live in Thailand? You'd be like, oh, my signal provider is gone. What do I do? But if you know how to trade, like you just said, um, teach you to fish, you can go fish by yourself. Abby, why are you saying ew? What happened? The fuck? Ew. All right. All right. Zach will be on in a few minutes, but wrapping up today. This long does make sense. It is one of those ones where it's setting a bottom, sellers fail to move us lower. You're now getting sustained control above New York VWAP at least for, again, this is like a minute right back down, a minute right back down. So buyers are showing their first hand at least a little bit today. Stop loss, I would not want it to get back below New York, open range low and lower day VWAP. This goes in line with going to get that midnight price, which is still on the table. And the initial balance is still on the table because we haven't taken out a side. So it is interesting though, because like we were saying, NQ did break its low, so it probably doesn't want to come much, much higher today. So could that keep ES like hitting the ceiling? Or does NQ want to double break today? Because it does happen sometimes. For sure. So we'll see. I'm not going to chase it up here. If we maybe get some pullback and more bounce, I'll look for longs. Or ideally, if we get a new high above midnight and all that, I could look for retest after that. But if you were looking for a trade now, this would be the one to be in from the start. Why is New York session always a mess? Is it that all-time high and no daily direction? Absolutely, James. I would say that. We went over that in the beginning of stream. This 6,000 level, 6,100 level is just being a bitch, truthfully. Get rid of this so you can clean it up on the left. We just been chopping for a month, literally. Like, just get me out of here. Let's paint some clear skies ahead, consecutive bullish days. Give me some runners. You wake up, overnight was bullish. This day's bullish. Everything's just dry. So that's why it's not a bad idea if you want to. I mean, there was great opportunities today, so I'm not saying you always have to take off, but it's not a bad idea if you're just, again, depending on even your schedule of like, Zach's coming on at like 11 here soon. You could just, I mean, I'll be a little hurt. You don't want to watch me. You could just tune into like the later ones of like, I'm not even gonna wait. I don't even care about the open. Let me see what the initial balance is doing. I'll find my trades at like 10:30 or 11. Let it shake out, paint more of the picture for the day. Not a bad idea, because now we have more studying to read of like, okay, for the first hour and a half of what's been happening. So you get more information. So definitely don't be afraid to show up late and come out like 10:30, 11. All right. Oh, the man's here. The man, the myth, the legend, the naked point of control. Abby, the midnight is at 145.50. This white line above me here on ES. Probably wants to go get grabbed 93% of the time. If I had to guess, Austin's probably in a version of this trade. But just not telling anyone. Because it is valid. This is what I was trying to play earlier. But just 2 hours earlier. This is the break above New York. Go get the midnight price at 93% of the time. And also the initial balance hasn't been set yet. So see what side that wants to break out of. But Zach's here. He'll take control of you guys. He'll take care of you guys. He's not going to control you guys. My bad. Been a long day, long stream. But I appreciate all the questions. Appreciate everyone new here. Zach's going to be coming on, like I said. He'll find some trades with you guys. Always feel free to ask him questions as well. And yeah. You ready? Come on in, Zach, whenever you feel like it. Midnight. The open or the close? That's the open of midnight price. Midnight open price.
Yo.
What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
You got anything on today?
Yeah, I took a loss on an ES short. I was actually short at the same time you were short on the NQ. And we just didn't get that drop. So but yeah, the roles are really reversed here. I'm trading the ES and you're on NQ. Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, you said naked point of control. I said, let's go get it. I figured you would be in it.
Yeah, and bro, I mean, hold on, let me get my chart up. I mean, we tapped that naked point of control like to the tick.
I mean, are you trading ES figuring though that NQ is going to go low to get that naked point of control you pointed out though?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I wanted us to when I got into the short on ES, we hadn't yet tapped the naked point of control on NQ. So I figured they would both drive down, but unfortunately ES just couldn't follow through. I think I still am short biased. You know, I just took a small loss, -1R. So just one attempt. We definitely got some room here to maybe get into another trade. NQ is definitely more bearish than ES though.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we tapped that NPOC like pretty nicely, then kind of retested it here and having a decent bounce, at least from a 1 minute perspective. But yeah, I'm trying to stick to ES on this new live account that I'm trading because I just think it's a little safer.
A little slower.
A little slower. I just want to take this live account game a little bit more.
That's fair.
More responsibly. So trade ES, trade some micros, and just try and build it up. So yeah, we'll see.
Slow and boring.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 10 points, 8 points there. It took a while, but we got 8 points rather than like, oh, NQ slide.
Yeah, man.
Nice. Yeah, I'm flat on the day. I took a loss, and then I recovered it on the NQ short. Thankfully, I did jump it on the NQ short, not ES, because ES did not make those new lows. So pretty weird price action because I gave them some targets above at the midnight price on ES is 146,145, like a 93% chance of one to be engaged. I'm like, oh, that's as high as you can get, really. So that probably wants to go higher, but it hasn't broken out of an initial balance yet, too. So if that could break out of the top to go get both of those reports, it'll be an interesting day.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I definitely like the idea of targeting shorts down to the low a day, but yeah, we can talk about that on stream. I'll go over it with everyone. But yeah, we got some moves. We'll find something today.
Well, great job, everyone in the chat. A lot of people did make some money on the shorts.
That's
I don't think anyone loaned it here or earlier, so it seemed to be short or cash. So plenty of day left. Zach's going to take you guys into the rest of the late morning, so we'll find some trades. But I'll see you guys back on stream tomorrow morning.
All right, peace out, Ev. All right, what's up, guys? How we doing? Yeah, so I took my first trade on this live account. I took a loss, but it's all good. Controlled risk, and I'm still interested in the shorts, guys. I definitely am, but I do want to be cautious now. I think where I went wrong on my loss on ES is, I'm so used to trading NASDAQ where I could kind of play this short-term momentum and still capture, like this was the move that I was short on ES for. Yeah, I would have hit TP. Like I could capture 100 ticks or like 30 to 40 points in a couple of minutes on like a pure momentum scalp, shorting into the low a day. Like that type of thing, it does work on NQ, where ES, it's a bit harder to capture those kind of moves, right? But I like that we're pulling back now. So I admit it. So, I took a loss trying to like follow the momentum here, and it just didn't work out. But what I like now is that I'm still short biased for the day. I think the fact that we had this huge drop down and took out all of this liquidity, I think ultimately we're coming for this daily fair value gap as our draw. I think this can make sense too from a higher time frame perspective. Like maybe we need to tap into this imbalance before we get enough juice to then go higher and take out all-time highs. So this would be the ideal scenario and kind of what I'm looking to play. And we're not too far away from the level now, but I do want to be aware that overall we're still very bullish. And yeah, if we break the initial balance high on NQ and ES, then I'll just cut the short ideas in general. But until that happens, I am going to stick with the shorts, especially now that ES did make these relative equal lows right here. I like that. So any pullback for the time being, I'm welcoming to look for a short entry. We might be getting one in a moment. And yeah, I'm just going to target this wick right here down at 6,121. And I might be looking to get into this right now, honestly. We'll see. I don't want to take 2 losses in a row on the new account, on a live account, honestly. So I'm going to be a little more cautious. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but part of me wants to jump in here right now. But if we get this inverse, I just don't like this level that much from a resistance point of view. Like do we have a fair value gap up here? We have a 15-minute fair value gap that's just a little bit higher up that would make sense for us to come into there first. But let's look at NQ. NQ is just more bearish than ES. It's just not giving much else but that. Okay, I'm going to give it a moment. That gap is still holding up for now. Let me see what's up. How are you guys doing? Sorry, I'm ranting. I got some espresso in me, and I'm trying to find a trade. Yeah, Zach, I trade with a different style versus the rest of the streaming team. It's good to put on a different mental hat. Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm guessing there's some new people here. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I am. My name's Zach, guys. I stream Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I have a different style. I use volume profile, and I use some ICT. So welcome, Andrew. What's up, man? It's good to have you here, brother. So yeah, we're just going to be patient here, guys. There's nothing yet. I'm glad I didn't jump into that short preemptively. Rebecca, I'm very Italian. Arbucci. Aren't you Italian? Where you live? Don't you live in Italy? I might be dead wrong on that. Or you have lived in Italy, I believe, Rebecca. Hampus, you're getting smoked today? Bro, I mean, if you're looking for longs, that makes sense. Buongiorno. Alex, nice to meet you too, brother. Nice to meet you. Welcome. You lived in Italy? That's what's up. I've only been to the motherland once, and it was quite a few years ago. I need to go back. But yeah, guys, we just got to be patient right here. Like, yeah, maybe like these longs are going to work out and we get a full-blown reversal. Don't ever underestimate U.S. stock indexes to go up. I get it, but I don't know. I think it makes sense for one more drop. But again, this will be my line in the sand. You guys know I love lines in the sand. If we break the IB high on ES and NQ, no more short ideas. I'm done. And if we are going to break the IB high, we're probably going to come up and reverse this, the majority of this move. So I have time. If we break the IB high, I have time to flip my bias to look for longs. But until that happens, I'm going to stick to the short bias for the time being. I took one small L. Like, we're not in any kind of crazy drawdown or anything. So we got some bullets to put in. And I'd really like us to tap into this 15-minute gap first. That would be ideal because it's just right there. I don't want to get short too early. It just seems like we're going to tap into this. Just one of those unfortunate days that the short did not play out. Yeah, Manny, like, that's the thing, bro. Like, I'm not really bummed at myself for taking this short. This was the short. I didn't put my risk reward tool on, but I got in like somewhere around here. And it was looking good too. I must have had a bit of a worse entry. It must have been like around here because I didn't even get 1R. I got like 0.8R. It went like 15. Yeah, this was probably where my entry was. It went like 16 ticks into profit. but not enough for me to move my stops to break even. And yeah, it just ended up being an L. But I don't regret this trade. It was a valid trade. It was a valid trade, especially on NASDAQ. It was even better on the NQ. So it is what it is. I just think, honestly, if we're going to be correct on this short bias, then this pullback is a gift. That's what I'm seeing it as for now. This pullback is a gift because now if I can get in short and I'm still correct on the directional bias, I just get a better entry and I could still look to hold for a new low a day. It's only 11 a.m. We're probably going to put in, I doubt our high of day and low of day is set. Anyone else in corporate hell watching Zach on mute? Damn, bro. Damn, I feel that, dude. Honestly, I'd rather be in like a corporate hell than what I used to do, bro. I'd be listening to ASFX TV in my headphones at work at the grocery store, bro, and then running into the bathroom on my phone to take trades. That was my personal hell. Bee's dick. What up, Ercot? All right, let's get some music on too. Let's get some time. Let's get some shit going here. No trade yet. Nothing yet. Hold up. Where is that shit? Lo-fi. I'm gonna shut this door. No. Ditching my kids to take a trade. Feel that. I would do that too. Negative 15 degrees outside. Hell yeah, bro. I'm with you. I'm in Brooklyn, New York, so it was fucking freezing this morning. I went out to get some coffee to make coffee at home, and it was freezing, bro. I was dying. Yeah, it's the same one, bro. I got to get some fucking music in here. This is just the generic lo-fi from StreamYard. I keep forgetting to put some of my own music on here. Should try and set a reminder so I can do that for tomorrow. It's better than nothing though, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I just need some type of beat in the background while I train. I need something. All right, so we tapped into that 15-minute fair value gap. Right now I'm just watching to see how we react here. There's nothing to do yet. There's just nothing to do at this moment. So this 1 minute bullish gap is going to be our short-term line in the sand. If we do get closures below this, I'm going to feel really good about making a new low a day. But, you know, if we could get in before that on a good entry, it'll just be even more ideal than waiting for this inverse to flip. So I would like to scout an entry in here, but I just don't want to be too excited. Like I just have no confirmation to go off of yet, except that we tapped into that 15-minute fair value. So I gotta just be patient. And just watching NQ. NQ kind of put up some relative equal highs right here, so we're probably going to come and take those out before getting a decent drop. Okay. See, an aggressive entry would be just getting into a short right here inside this zone. But I just don't. If it was my first trade of the day, I would probably take that. But because I already took one L, I don't know. I'll be a little cautious. This is starting to look a little better. Looking a little better. Now, I'm trading micros because this is a personal live account. So I'm trying to grow it a bit small, a bit more patiently. And I don't want to, this is about long-term growth, this account. So I'm starting off with small risk, and I will exponentially scale the risk as I make profit in the account. Let's see if we get filled on this. Still a bit of a preemptive entry, but I don't know. Okay, so we're filled. I like that initial reaction. But to be fair, we don't have any hard confirmation yet. Now, what I could feel comfortable with, though, is if this trade loses, because I have a pretty decent stop loss. If this one loses, then I think the short idea for at least this hour is going to be invalidated anyway. So, I feel safe with my stop there. It's above that 15-minute fair value gap. So we would need to effectively inverse that gap and break the IB high. So again, I may not be right on the overall short direction advice. I can acknowledge that. But if I am, I have a really good entry price right here to get a really good risk reward. You guys know I like getting good risk reward. So if I'm positioned in a spot where I could capitalize on the win if I'm correct and I have a clear invalidation, I'm going to take that trade. NQ not giving any pullback whatsoever. Again, I'll only start worrying if we start getting closures above 142, above that gap. Anyone else in a short or in a long? What are you guys looking at? This right now, if I had to classify this setup, it's currently a B setup. But if we inverse this 1 minute gap, it's going to it'll be like an A- setup for me. But where we have entered, it's a B setup. We got a nice reaction off that gap, though. We need to get some closures. Haroon, you're in long, stops at break even already. Okay, that's good. Been in a long for a bit, the one Evan was looking at. Okay. I mean, yeah, guys, I get it. I get the longs. I do. I just feel like after a drop like we had, it's easier for me to remain short biased until we break the initial balance high. That's just how I play it. Once we break the IB high, I could get on board with longs. Until then, I'm gonna stick to the short bias for the time being. I'm so not used to how much slower ES is, though, man. But honestly, I kind of like it. Campus is in short, okay. You probably got similar entry for me because we haven't done much yet. I mean, bro, I would love to hold this to low a day if this does play. And it could even, if we're gonna really have a slide day, then we could go down to 6,121. That's like the external potential target that I think is feasible for today. Again, that's provided we don't break the IB high, though. If we break the IB high, that whole idea is cooked. But first thing, we really I want to see this 1 minute closure below this fair value gap. We really need to flip this. If we could flip this, I'm going to feel much better about the trade. So let's just give it some time here. So once again, not a bad trade. Like, I will not regret this trade, whatever happens. I really won't. It's a good trade. It's something I would take any day of the week, and it wins most of the time. If we flip, I think that's a good move. Green, where's your entry price on the long? Just so I know. Do you have a good entry? So, okay, we're topping back into that gap, but still have not inversed it. I really want to see a strong 1 minute closure beneath it. 61.37. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, we might be getting this inverse right here. That's good. We want to see that. We can capture about 45 ticks for low a day. Well, we don't need to set take profits yet. We might close it earlier. We might close it later. We got to see how this plays out, this price action. But I would like to hold it for here because we have these relative equal lows. Like trade makes sense to me. But that was good. See that? That's exactly what we wanted to see. Strong flip. Okay, we got some people in the shorts. I mean, that just made this look a lot better. But we always got to be aware of the other side. So what could cause this to just keep going higher? Really, the only gap I see is here. We've already balanced it. Oh, okay, this. Okay, that's the real. This is the real. Okay, so we inverse that 1 minute. That's fine. We have this 5 minute fucking gap. I didn't notice. If we get the 5 minute closure below this, we're good for low a day. Again, I can't say anything for sure, but if we get a 5 minute candle closure below this 5 minute gap, we're going to low a day. We still got 3 minutes on that candle though, so we'll see. Remember, if a gap is going to be properly inversed, it doesn't matter if it wicks through. You need to see the body candle closure below it. That's the only way it's valid. This is starting to look good. Yeah, break IB to the downside. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is looking pretty sweet at the moment. But can't get cocky yet. Okay, we're obviously going to reduce risk. Look at that. Okay. It's looking good. Looking good. Looking pretty good, boys and girls. Okay, we got people in it. Let's go. Now, let's not get excited yet. Trading likes to fuck with our head, right? It can pull back. It can do anything, but I like this for the relative equals. Like, it makes perfect sense to me. Thank you, Erkan. What up, bro? Let's see how NQ is faring. Is NQ okay? NQ got a decent drop too. Okay, just watching. Now my stop isn't actually at full break even, but if this comes back up to the my entry, I'm going to close out of the trade. So this trade's risk free. Now for you 1R guys, people who like to trade for 1R, take your profit here or take your profit, at 6,131 if we get one more push down. Perfectly fine. I'm looking for like 2R on this trade, 2.5R. We had a 20 tick stop loss. I want to capture at least 40 ticks. I think that's fair. And this is the the downside to looking for higher R multiple. If it comes back up and tags me out break even, shit happens. But I know that in the long run, if I have an average R multiple of 2 times my risk, I only need to win 33% of my trades to remain profitable. So I will sacrifice short-term floating P&L to, respect that overall win rate and R multiple, because that will help me more in the long run. A lot of people find it frustrating to see trades go into a little bit of profit and then go back to break even or a loss, but you can't look at it from a trade to trade basis. You have to look at it from, over the span of 100 trades. If the majority of your trades, you're making 2 times what you risk, you literally just need to win 33% of them to be profitable. That's the way I look at it. So, I don't think this is going to go back to break even, but I mean, I've seen crazier shit. But I really like looking for low a day here. But it's hard. It's hard because we haven't broke either side of the initial balance yet. So obviously we're looking to trade towards breaking the IB, but we're short on the stock indexes and we had a major push down. So, as of right now, though, I feel still pretty good about this trade. We don't want to come back above 137. That would not fare well for us. Ideally, this fucking value gap just holds and we push down once more. Okay, stops are fully at break even. Absolutely no reason for me to take a loss. This is just so, these equal lows is just so obvious to me. If the market's going to be difficult and come all the way back up to my entry, then we might be it's just going to be unfortunate. But I still think we're going to come for these lows today, no matter what. It's just, they're too obvious, in my opinion. But we'll see. Yeah, definitely rangy, definitely some indecision here. We're stuck in an overall range after a strong drop at the open. But it's always better to stick to whatever direction that volatile move happens. So, yeah, this is fucking, that sucks. Still got a little bit of room, but yeah, man. Tough market. It's crazy that we didn't take out this low. Wow. Damn. That is crazy. We're probably gonna get tapped out. Bro, I cannot believe that just happened. Cool, okay. I know I just gave a whole speech about how that doesn't matter, but that was fucking annoying. That was really fucking annoying. God damn. Fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, I'm chilling. Because what are we gonna do then? What are we going for? Damn, NQ definitely stronger right now than ES. NQ is gonna take this high, no doubt. Where are we going then? I cannot, dude. If I get tagged out by a tick, I'm gonna be frustrated as all hell. Not gonna lie. That will frustrate me. Does the wick at 1031 on NQ count as a break? I don't count wicks. I like to see 5-minute candle closures below the IB, or above or below. I don't pay attention to wicks of breaking it personally. Okay, NQ needs to take this high. 'Cause it's just crazy that we've come up this much. We're gonna take out these highs, and I really don't want to get. We might put in a bearish SMT right here on ES. Bro, I just really... This is the tough part about getting out at break even on these more rare situations where you literally get wicked out. And now you're like, am I chasing if I get right back in? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it's a frustrating situation. we did inverse that 5-minute gap. Like, I just don't know why we would come back up. I really don't know why we would come back up. Just gotta be patient. I really want to say, okay, NQ, please take out these wicks. We need to take these out because we're not going to drop until these get taken. We're putting in a bearish SMT divergence right here, though. Part of me wants to just get back in. Okay, motherfucker. All right, I'm going to get back in here. I might fucking regret it. Still have a relatively safe stop loss, 142.75. I really need to see us break below this gap immediately. If we just retest this and go higher, I need to cut the trade early. I need to see us like just run through this little 1 minute gap. This trade just makes so much sense to me. But yeah, like I can't miss it. We got a worse entry now though, which kind of sucks. It's okay. We still have good risk reward that we can capture. We can still capture 2R at low a day. And for you guys that are a little bit newer, I do take a lot of break evens because I like, I use tighter stops and I reduce my risk. I don't like sitting in losing trades. I'd rather get out of my losing trade, cut it short, so it's just a paper cut, and then find a better entry. Other people like Austin, he likes to use wider stops, and he'll really sit in the trade and let it play for a while. I don't do that. I just like to, if it's working, I stay in. If it's not working, I get out early. If it's working, I move stops to break even. I like to just reduce the risk, and I'll take paper cuts, but I'll get right back into a trade. So there's different styles. But yeah, these relative equal lows just make so much sense to me. And if this trade doesn't work out once again, because now it really this is a good trade now, then I can acknowledge that the market is just a little bit difficult today, at least for the way that I trade. And it is what it is. But I have to be in this trade. This trade makes too much sense. Daniel, depends what kind of prop I'm using. I have some 150Ks with Tradeify. I have a personal account. I'm trading a personal account right now. This is my first day on the personal account, so I'm trading small size and just kind of getting into the flow because I've been trading 4 years, bro. I basically grew up on prop firms. Like I traded a personal crypto trading account for like a year in my first year of trading, and then after that, I found props. And I've never had a live futures account until today. So I'm just taking it slow at first. We're trading micros. I want to make a couple grand, build it up, and then I'll start, trying to increase risk exponentially. But yeah, it just depends. With prop firms, I prefer to trade the 150Ks. I'm not one of those guys who likes using the 50Ks or anything like that. I prefer having the larger drawdown, larger buffer. Even though you do have to make more money to get a payout, I personally find it easier to make more money if you have a larger account balance. So it's just preference. What's NQ do? Okay. Did NQ not take out those highs? Jesus, it didn't. That's a bad sign. I don't like that. But I'm going to sit in this for now. Maybe he wants to save it for later. Miguel, definitely tough price action today. This is objectively tough price action because we basically just had a massive drop 5 minutes before the open, and since then we've had no follow through. But once again, that's why I got to stick to the shorts for the time being, because from my experience, when the bulls are moving and the bulls are in control, when we get reversals, we get reversals. We don't meander around in a range for the first 2 hours. When NASDAQ and ES want to reverse, we fucking reverse. So that's another reason why I'm thinking like this does not look like a very convincing bounce. Like I don't see this as our low. Now we could move a little bit higher first, but still unless we break the IB high, I'm going to stick to shorts because this is just not a convincing bounce for me. Now I could still be wrong here, and we might want to like make one more swipe up, but yeah, I'm not convinced by the bounce yet. Super clean PA, yeah, not at all, bro. It's pretty trash, honestly. Yeah, I still think the shorts are better. To me, this is trying to pick the bottom. Yeah, that works a lot, but I don't know. If ES didn't have these relative equal lows, I'd be more cautious about shorting this low. But these relative equal lows are just like, I just see them getting taken today. Yeah, this is not easy price action. It's just really choppy and it can really shake you out. So weird. Yeah, really just kind of shit. Fucking boring 11 a.m. session, not gonna lie. Pretty boring so far. Hopefully we can get this drop and get some excitement here. Because I'm getting bored. There's got to be a pre-market setup to be found. Of course there are, bro. There's multiple pre-market setups. What you mean? There's a setup for any time frame, bro. You can trade Asia session, especially these days, man. Asia session is not a bad session to trade. At least for so far, 2025, not a bad session to trade. Some would say, arguably, say it's been cleaner than New York in 2025. There's definitely pre-market setups, so. Especially on days with like 8:30 a.m. news. Like if you obviously, I'm not saying trade the news, wait 5 minutes after the news release, but you get a ton of volatility on 8:30 a.m. news. Yeah, I feel you, bro. New York really has been tough all year, and you're not alone in thinking that. A lot of people have been saying that. And I agree with them. It's been tough to trade New York so far, 2025. It's been a tough year. New York session has been rough. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talk about that. All right, let's hope we're going to let my chair manage this trade. I'll be right back. Just gotta go, okay? heard an alert go off. Asian session stream. Honestly, bro, I could be game. The only thing with Asian session for me, man, is I need to, like, I am not allowed to trade Asia session if I was red in New York session that day. Because whenever I catch myself trying to trade Asia after a red New York session, I'm fucking tilted, bro. That's what that means. That means I'm tilted. Now, if I trade the Asia session because I simply see a good setup and I didn't have like a rough day earlier in New York, then that's a different story. Now, how many times have you had like a red New York session and you catch yourself like trying to force a trade in Asia? Yeah, daily ES stuck at all-time highs in a range since November. Yeah, bro, we've been range bound. Yeah, if you look at the daily chart, it really is kind of disgusting. Like, we finally did kind of break out of the range. So I have some key levels marked out that I think ultimately, like, we know we're going to make all-time highs again. I think higher time frame, like even this week, we might see all-time highs. We might, I think, a good lower hanging fruit target if we start to rally up this week. 6,163, this wick right here on the daily. I really like the idea of what I was saying. We tap into this daily fair value gap first. So we fill this imbalance. And then that gives us the liquidity needed to drive higher up to all-time highs. This would be a really, really good scenario. I would love that. But this daily close right here is really bullish. Like, if you look at this daily range, how many days is this? From here to here, it's like 2 weeks. 2 weeks of price action stuck in this range, and we got a strong daily closure above all of this previous price action. That's extremely bullish. So I'm definitely not expecting any kind of major reversal higher time frame. Obviously, as day traders, we just play the intraday volatility, but just level to level perspective, I really like the idea of we take out this low, rebalance this gap, and then continue higher, like a simple break and retest. But if we want to just rally higher from here, I mean, it is the ES, it is the NASDAQ. Like, we can definitely do that. But yeah, for now, we're just chilling right now. This major 1 hour bearish fair value gap, I feel like for a higher time frame line in the sand, once we get a 1 hour closure above this, I would say we probably, like, our low is put in, and then we're going to climb to all-time highs and at least 6,163. But until this bearish fair value gap gets ran through, I'm going to stick to the short bias until we take out this low. So whichever comes first. Damn, really slow session. Quite a boring session. Let's see, we got 15 minutes left. So I want to see how this hourly candle is going to print. Is it going to print as a neutral candle, or are we going to kind of drive down and close out this wick right here? That'll be important. I want to see how this daily candle closes for the rest of the day's buys. God, see, and there's this little 15-minute fair value gap. So see this little gap right here? See what I mean about how, oh yeah, I don't like that. We got to drop sooner. I'm not going to let this go to full stop. I didn't realize we still have this 15-minute gap. See what I mean about it's not inversed until we get a closure beneath it. Look at this wick. Look how far down we went inside this wick, but closed back above it. Then again, here, went through it, but closed back above it. We really need to close below this gap. This is what we need. We need to get a 15-minute candle closure below 136. Yeah, I don't like that. Do not like that. Let's watch him Q. Q doing nothing. It's just a boring session. There's just not really any prime setups here. I think it's beginning to look like NQ is going to come up and take these highs first before anything else. I'm going to give this a little bit of room, but I'm not going to let this go to full stop. Damn, man. What a shitty session, honestly. First day on the live account, too. But hey, I'm not going to let this go to full stop, but even if I do, if my next win is 2R, then I'm back at break even for the day. I just don't want to get shook out again. So I'm going to hold this a little bit longer. But I'm not liking this one bit. I'm not liking it at all. Not liking it. NQ's definitely taking these highs. No doubt. Nick, you posted a trade. Let's see. Okay, so you got short from 138.50 and you got out at 135.75. So yeah, quick move for you. 138.50. I mean, it wasn't a bad entry. 135 cents. Hey, you caught 3 points. Yeah, for me on ES, I don't like trades that quick. I want to capture at least like 10 points. Yeah, wow, man. It is what it is, guys. Yeah, tough day, man. Tough day. It is what it is. We're taking the L. We're going to take the L. Shit happens. So our initial balance high on ES is up here at 144.50. I still don't want to be long biased until we break that. But it's looking like, I don't know, we got to see how we react in here. But if we inverse this 15-minute gap, then my next level is up here, this 15-minute gap, and that would be breaking the IB high. So starting to just feel like not a good trading day, if I'm being honest. Like I may not take any more trades for the rest of the day unless something really cleans up and I see a good opportunity, because I'm really not liking this price action. I'm not seeing anything too clearly here. Out of a short, 2 small losses, I'm done with this crap. Yeah, come back tomorrow for a W. Yes, sir. Yes, we will. Took an L on one of my new live accounts. Yeah, man. This is not easy price action here. It's just not. Don't like it one bit. You know what else? I actually wanted to talk about this. So if you guys are using volume profile, the days, so yesterday we had a half day, right? We closed at 1 p.m. So the volume profile, it groups Sunday's price action and today's price action together. So we also don't have clear volume profile levels either, which that always messes me up. So that's another thing that I actually wanted to talk about that before the session ended. On these days where like we had a bank holiday the day prior, your volume profile levels are going to be they're just not going to be as reliable because and we're out, and we're not going to have clear levels anymore because of that. So that's another thing. These types of days, like the day after a bank holiday, is actually usually pretty tough for me because all of our levels are just, my key levels are kind of jumbled around and not entirely accurate. So, all right, we took a break even and an L on the session. They were good trades, man. Like I can't regret the trades. I really can't. They were proper trades. It is what it is. We got 9 minutes left. We're gonna see how this gap holds up. Again, until we get a 15-minute closure above it, it has not been inversed. So we can wick higher, stop early shorts out like mine. And if we close back below this, I'm still not going to flip my bias entirely. Saving tilt session for tonight's Globex. Yeah, bro. No, straight up, man. You might see me. Yeah, maybe I will be trading Asia tonight. I might be fully tilted, dropping 10 contracts on an Asian trade short. I've done it before, man. Done it before. They're making this so difficult. I really feel like the shorts are so obvious, and they're just making it really difficult. Okay, are we getting an SMT divergence here? 9:58 a.m. That swing high on NQ. 9:58. Okay, so we have a bearish SMT. So that's good, I guess. We have a bearish SMT divergence here, but again, we got to see this 15-minute fair value gap hold up. And the only inversion play we can take is if we get a closure below 139. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything yet. But if this SMT holds up and we break back below 139, I'll probably take another short. Yeah, take care, Xavier. Thank you for watching. We'll find better trades tomorrow. Trade NQ, LOL. Yeah, bro. I mean, honestly, what's funny is if I took my initial short on NQ, I would have taken profit, and who knows what I would have done after I was already up on the day. Choppy day for Harry, 1L, 1/2 off, and break even, 1 win. Need to mark them up properly. Okay. I like these. Here, let's put this on screen. We still got 7 minutes, guys, so we could go over a few trades. Okay, so full stop loss off here. You took 50% off on your second trade and caught 1R full out here. So let me ask you, Harry. After these 3 trades, are you green on the day? Are you break even, or do you still have a small loss? I'm curious. After all of this, where are you at on the day? That short looks so good here, man. Damn. And you're green on the day. Beautiful. So that's fucking great. Great trade management, man. That's solid. Good job. That is good trade management then. Q3 inversion. Oh, hell yeah, bro. I still gotta look into that, man. Yeah, the Q3 inversion. What do you have the indicator that he gave out? I forgot what indicator it was. Was it called like quarterly theory or something? It was a free indicator. Let me know if you got that indicator, because I want to look into that a little bit more. Oh my God, I want to take the short so bad. Now that we have the SMT divergence, I really feel like this could be it. We're still holding this gap. All right, yeah, mark it up. We got 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes on stream, guys. Oh man, all right, let's see. We got time to enter this. Ideally, we'll get this closure below here, and that would provide a good entry. But again, like, we could get a really good price right here. Okay. I'm trying one more here, guys. Trying one more here. I'm really not giving up on this bias. Am I blinded? I don't know. This probably won't, you know, I'll still be in this when we get off stream. Oh God, did I just get totally induced? Am I being stupid right now? Give it a moment. All right, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Come on, let's get a closure below 139. Come on. This SMT divergence is significant for me. Okay, Harry gave us that markup. Let's see it. Okay, so the indicator is called quarterly cycles. Okay, and you're looking for the first inversion fair value gap in Q3. Yeah, look at that. It worked. That's fire. Okay, quarterly cycles. I need to check that out. Okay, it's going into profit. I'm gonna save that indicator. Is it quarterly cycles by days theory or by someone else? Let me know. Is it by Dango or day? James, I hope so, man. We'll see. All right, guys. Stream's done. I'll update you on Twitter if this hits. We'll see. Yeah, just playing the moves, guys. Playing the setup if it's there. I'm risking small on all my trades. If we do get a full TP here, I'll probably be up slight green on the day. So we'll see how it goes. But the week is early. We got Wednesday. We got Thursday. I'm sure we'll find some better trades and some better volatility going into the rest of the week. But yeah, I'm in this, and I'm holding this for low a day if it works. Possibly even that 121.50 level. So mark that off too. 121.50, because we have that daily fair value gap just below. We still got room to go there. Like that. That's why I keep trying this, because the possible risk reward is very strong on the trade idea. But all right, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Hopefully this trade plays out. Low a day is a good target though. If you don't want to look for a bigger move, low a day is a good target. Even 131. That's a good trade. All right, I'll talk to you guys later though. See you tomorrow. Be safe. And I want to stay on just to see this, but I do got to go. I got some other things I got to do. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.